afternoon. Hi, man. I was in such a nice sleep.
You are the love of my life. You are you. Everyone has the chair. Yo. Guys, Japan. It's not funny things. I actually want to go take a shower. Yeah, I actually want to shower. And just to let you know.
Magic spell upon the tower.
I command you to lose your power! Get me out of here!
I can't.
Can't? You said one with a lying heart would be a prison forever. Repunzel never lied.
So we just watched Repunzel and Barbie, the Princess of Pegasus, or whatever. My heart is full. I'm gonna take my meds and I'm going to go to bed and I'm gonna sleep in tomorrow. Hopefully sleep in the whole weekend. Watch Barbie tomorrow at like 7. Sleep in. I'm doing the absolute bare minimum. I'm resting as per doctor's orders. I am just purely resting this weekend. Good morning. I'm spending the day in bed. Like, I'm not getting up. Oh, okay, maybe I'm gonna get up to eat, but otherwise I'm not getting up. Like, I'm taking this weekend to just not do anything at all. If you're doing winter without this, oh my god. Used to be against hot water bottles, but this one changed my life, man. This girl on TikTok was talking about how white people just make art that's basically like bland and says nothing, and I just wanted to add my 2 cents. And she made a really good point about how about white intellectualism, right? I forget what she said directly because now my like thoughts, it happened a while ago. I saw this video a while ago. Anyway, I digress. But white intellectualism, guys, is the funniest thing to me, especially because I'm in the art industry and I get to experience it one-on-one, like, right? Mundu apale, like a sentence. And you read that sentence and you're like, what the hell did you just say? Like, there are certain things, like exhibition text, for example. You'll read an exhibition text and you're like, what on God's earth are you talking about? Because this says absolutely nothing. And it goes back to the whole thing of how white people love elitist things, and art is an elitist thing, right? So they make the language so inaccessible that you, as a common person who speaks English just to get by, I would categorize my English as English to get by. Yes, I've studied English and everything, but I don't speak English like that every single day. And most of the time, using big words is so unnecessary. And I say this from an academic standpoint, where in order for things to be accessible, you need to use a language that is accessible. And language that is accessible is English that is simplified. So, like, if you look at things like Shakespeare and literature from the early centuries, like your Jane Austens and your I forget all these authors, but like all the people we studied in English, basically, that were like white authors, they had this level of English that for the average person was just like, what the hell are you saying? You'd have to actually sit and read with a dictionary, if anything, or use spark notes to understand what the hell is going on, right? So it ties me back to the point where white people have this thing where they write a bunch of stuff. Like, they'll write a full sentence about this and that and that and that, and you're just like, dude, you've actually just wasted my time reading this text because you've said absolutely nothing. And then you'll have people who are like, oh, this is brilliant, this is amazing, and it's whatever. And I'm just like, what is your definition of something that is amazing, actually? Like, what do you consider, like, how do you rank these things? Because sometimes I just feel like it's just a bunch of BS, and no one has ever called them out on their BS, because again, this elitist thing, and because of white privilege, they can get away with saying absolutely nothing. Like, it actually bothers me so much. This is the reason I actually sometimes hate the art industry because if a black artist does something, right, it's gonna be like, okay, but like, what are you saying, and what, and it's gonna be deeply interrogated. But a white person gets up and literally will present an object, and they'll deepen it and talk about things like, they'll use, I think white people's favorite word is materiality, and it's just like, bro, that is not a word that says anything. It bothers me, man. This was the smallest onion of dear life. I made some pickles, not really like made, but like I took cucumbers, sliced them up, put them in the brine of previous pickles or gherkins, and I left it there for a long time. So I'm going to try one and rate it 1 to 10. These are them. Taking one out. Okay, I'm struggling. Truly, this is impossible. I'm gonna try it. It works. I also want to recognize that I do need other things outside of art to talk about, but guys, it consumes so much of my life. I spend 5 days of the week just in an art setting, and there's so much politics in art that I just I don't know what else to talk about, bro. I can't be released from the shackles. I dunk ons eat load shedding. My tongue is blue because I was eating sweets. So I think I'll slop. I'm going to bed because there's no point, and my battery is like on 10%, so it's not like I can watch anything on my phone. Yeah, good night. It's like 4 p.m. I'm actually eating sweets for breakfast because that's what adulthood is all about. My mouth is peeling. I just dusted my sweets. I put them in this container. I'm gonna take a walk because that's good for your mental health. And yeah, I'm gonna clean. I'm gonna go back to bed. I think we should do a batch of laundry because I have a capsule wardrobe, basically like a minimalist wardrobe, especially in the winter because I come from a very warm climate. Like winter's not that long, so it's just like the layering that has to happen in Cape Town. To me, I'm like, what the hell is going on? It's very weird, man.
just had the best tuna sandwich I've ever had in my life. Okay, I'm having a gigantic, when I say gigantic, it's like beside my face, cup of tea because my hands were so cold. I didn't go for the walk, as you can see, you know. I was lazy. I wasn't in the mood to go outside. It's actually cold. So yeah, that's what's up. But I feel a bit better. The past 2 days I slept, I didn't do much. I feel better. My mood is a bit more uplifted. I feel at ease. I'm lying, no, actually I don't feel at ease. I'm a bit still stressed, but it's not the type of stress where I feel like it's overwhelming me and it's gonna kill me. It's just like the stress of, in 3 weeks, I'm like just counting down the days where I have to actually go back and be a person who participates and isn't a student. And I have to actually respond to an email to my supervisor because I've been like prolonging that one. Because she asked me a question and I had to think about it, and I thought about it, and now I have a response. And yeah, man, I feel like life has taken me for a loop, and it's very insane. Like, it's very insane. Life is a very, very insane thing, and there's this expectation that I have for life, and then we'll just go, and it is going, but it's not going at the pace that I expected. And yeah, I'm just having a hard time adjusting to that, and also other factors emotionally that are just messing with me. But I feel at ease at the moment, which is better than how I've been feeling. And I've been sleeping so well. I've been sleeping through the night, and I've been waking up. So I hope that just continues. And that's how you read. I'm gonna try to read, because I really have been in a slump. And this is not research related. I just love this book by John Berger. I kind of know it off by heart, or some sections of it I know off by heart. Like, there are some sections of this book that I know off by heart because I studied it in art history. I'm about to go to bed. This is the combo today. If anything, I just want to say that I never ended up reading that book. My cousin and I were having a conversation about our childhood, and it was quite lengthy, and I realized that there are so many things that you block out because of trauma. And my cousin and I's response to violence is actually quite insane, because we are so like desensitized from violence that it's like now more than ever I actually understand why I am breaking down, because I've never had time in my life to sit down and process quite literally anything and everything that has ever happened to me. I just had this thing where, not just me, but like our family just had this thing where you just move on, and it's catching up to us now in our depression and anxiety, and it's not the greatest thing, but now we know what we sort of need to work on and around. And if anything, our parents also have to work through this trauma, because it's quite literally insane half of the things we've been through in our lives.